Traveling or moving to a new location, especially one that has a large rural setting, can make you wonder if you can be a vegetarian or vegan there, especially have an enjoyable experience as a vegetarian. We have been in Nova Scotia for 9 months, and it hasn't always been easy finding plant-based menu items. And so we are here in Halifax to be able to take a look at some of the best restaurants and places to find your vegan and vegetarian options. We'll even be doing a Vegan Donair Taste Test from Halifax's 3 top-rated options. The first place we're going to bring you to is one of Canada's favorite breakfast spots, Cora's. We haven't been here since our days living in Victoria, and we're really excited to show you what you can find on the menu here for vegetarians and vegans. So come join me.
As vegetarians, not vegans, it's easier for us to find options to eat, especially for breakfast. We've also had brunch at the Garden, which is delicious. The atmosphere is wonderful. If you haven't been there, you need to get there. We had a vegetarian brunch there. I do believe they had some vegan options, and we highly recommend this amazing spot. However, a vegan lifestyle is always harder to find variety in options on a menu, but it's certainly possible in restaurants such as the Copper Branch, Freshie, Heartwood, the many sushi restaurants that Halifax has, like Fujiyama. Heck, you can even get vegetarian options at a Kia restaurant. And finally, you can get vegan options at Envy, which is a restaurant we're taking you to lunch today.
Tonight, but you don't seem to forget about yourself. Wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help. But let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected. The flowers and the birds and bees, the northern lights, yeah, we're all affected.
So we just finished eating at Envy. It's really delicious food. Oh my gosh, their orange chicken that Nathan got, super good. Corbin loved his burger. Wilder just wasn't hungry because we were eating a ton of food today. And just a couple of general notes about eating at restaurants in Halifax. If you want to be able to come and eat on a weekend, you definitely want to do a reservation ahead of time. Not all restaurants will take reservations. Sometimes you just kind of got to show up, but I would at least call this. If you saw our video last week, you will know that we made the mistake of not making reservations, and it ended up being very challenging for us to try to find a place to eat, and we ended up having to eat like kind of fast food from the cafeteria in the mall. And when I watched the video, cost of living video, I kind of cringed at the look of the unappetizing like chicken burger from KFC that we got. We were just really curious as to what it tasted like, but man, it does not present well. So whereas here in Envy, it presents very well. Come check it out. We absolutely recommend. We are now off to have a bit of a walk to just walk off all of the food we have been eating today and to prepare for our next meal, which is going to be our taste test of Vegan Donairs, which is really exciting. So let's see how those taste.
All alone again tonight, but you don't seem to forget about yourself. Wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help. But let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected.
All right, we just took a break at the board game cafe. We had just milkshakes for ourselves because we've eaten so much. Honestly, we're so stuffed. We still need to do our taste test, which is coming up next. But we did want to say that the board game cafe does have some vegan and vegetarian options. And it's also just a really fun place to go hang out and play some games. So I think you should check it out. All right, off to more food, taste test some Vegan Donairs.
Time for the Donair portion of the evening. We are still stuffed from lunch, but we're gonna make the sacrifice for you guys eating Donairs. So we are at Pizza Corner. It's sort of an area of Halifax. It has like just a gazillion pizza joints. It's also got Fujiyama, as you can see there. We're going to Johnny K's because they got a vegetarian Donair. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna try 2 others out too. So why don't you come on and see? Now we're just heading into Real Fake Meats to get a Donair there, and then after that it's the Wild Leek. We'll have 3 veggie Donairs from 3 different places that we can taste test for you guys. Okay, I'm going in. So we're at the Wild Leek for our last Donair of the evening. We're gonna pick this up and then we're gonna find somewhere to eat them and give them a taste test for you guys. Here we go.
The dark. It is now nighttime and we're finally ready to do our taste test. We have been vegetarian for a few years now, but we have definitely had Donairs in our meat eating lifetime. It all started with our friends Paul and Jen who introduced us to the Halifax Donair, but we weren't in Nova Scotia or in Halifax or anything at the time. We were actually in Saskatchewan.
You know, I've never driven across Saskatchewan before.
Well, you still haven't, really. About halfway to go yet.
Sure is flat.
How do you mean?
Yeah, flat, nothing to see.
What do you mean, like topographically?
But we've never actually had a Halifax Donair in Halifax. So we're pretty excited to be able to do this. We really didn't expect to be able to until we researched it and realized there actually are a number of places that make a vegetarian Donair. So one of the places that we're going to be taste testing today is the Wild Leek. Another is Johnny K's, and the third is Real Fake Meats. So, Nathan, are you ready?
I'm super ready.
We're ready to get this started. All right, the Wild Leek Donair comes with these fry wedges as well, which I'm sure are probably going to be delicious, but we'll probably try those later and just stick with the Donair first. So let's see what this looks like. It looks nice and full, nice big Donair. It looks more like it's in a wrap than a pita.
Interesting choice. Risky, but less messy.
All right, so I'm going to try a bite. A nice big one so we can get all the things in it.
Delicious paper.
So this Donair has some lettuce and stuff in it, along with the vegetarian meat and the Halifax sauce.
It's 100% vegan. The Donair sauce isn't overly sweet, and it's crunchy. It's got some crunch to it, which is I wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
good.
They did something with the meat, or they added something to it to be able to have like almost a feeling of bacon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of a bacony feel for sure. And if you've been vegan your whole life, then that doesn't mean anything to you.
No, but
it just means it's crunchier and saltier. And
the meat that they use is very nice. It actually does have a very good meaty texture, which is super important. It's a good option.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I would definitely recommend it.
All right, next.
So in this bag, we have the Johnny K's.
Johnny K's.
This is no particular order. This is just in the random order that Corbin assigned. This one is in a pita.
So this one has a nice thinly sliced meat.
Yep.
I would say when I looked at what the meat they use and when I saw them preparing it, it definitely has more of a look like the
It's like a kebab.
Yeah, it's much more like the kebab sliced, thin, long sliced meat. So the meat looks more authentic. I think in this one than the one in the Wild. So this one definitely has onions, some tomatoes in it.
Very classic Donair.
Okay.
So this one's definitely messier, and Amanda does have a philosophy about food. The messier it is, sometimes the better it is.
That is my fault. All right, this one's pretty good. So you can see they have a nice thick layer of the vegetarian meat. They've got some tomatoes and onions in there. It looks really quite good. It's very full. Nice. I like that it's on the pita because it's a little bit more like a donair.
Yeah.
In that sense, but the spice on the meat is really, really nice. You can really taste the spice in the meat.
One thing I really like about this one, and I'm gonna quote Charles Boyle here, I really like the mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel, what is that?
The inside of your cheeks are very sensitive. It's like the inside of your thighs, except with the tongue.
Oh.
The mouthfeel.
The mouthfeel. Oh, God. Now for the real fake meats, please.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The real fake meats.
Real fake meats. All right.
I really do love the name.
I do too. All right, ready to see what this looks like? Okay, so this one's
another
even
classic
more
pita,
packed
loaded.
full of
Oh my
meat.
gosh.
Oh my gosh!
That is just
Holy,
loaded.
this is like all meat.
You gotta hold it so we
like-
can see here, Amanda.
I can't.
Look at all of that
Here,
meat.
can
That
I-
is crazy.
I thought that was the
Ready?
wrapping.
Like
I
holy
thought
cow!
that was the wrapping.
That is the.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
like
my gosh.
it's just a pita
There's
full of meat. Lettuce isn't like a real, I think, a normal thing to put in donairs.
Like-
doesn't mean that it doesn't taste good. I'm just saying that it's not, I think, the normal thing to put in a donair.
I think
So-
we're gonna disagree a lot today.
So this does have some tomato and onion in it as well. So here we go. And it definitely has like the sauce on it. I could see that. I need a napkin.
We got 10,000 napkins in our glove box, thankfully.
Okay. I don't think anyone gave us napkins at all the places, but
That's
anyway.
okay.
I mean, we have
That's
a
right.
We do have a million.
It's also very good. Oh my gosh. Like, okay, here, take a bite and then we'll show them.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited about this one.
so much.
Honestly, I was excited about all of them. So something you don't know is I've been wanting to have like one of these vegetarian donairs like since we got here. Since we
got here and then realized that there was vegetarian donairs.
Yeah, I'm a more recent vegetarian. So when I realized we were in Halifax and then I realized that I wasn't going to be able to eat donairs, I was very sad.
Yeah.
Same here, actually. Okay, go ahead.
I mean,
Massive bite. Oh my gosh.
multiple
much.
massive
Okay.
bites.
So, my first impression is the meat is very good. Again, like ridiculous amounts of it. The spice level on it is a little bit more, not just spice, but like the heat of the spice. So this one has a bit more heat to it from the spice, whereas the one from Johnny K's, you could definitely taste the spices in the meat, but it didn't have that heat in the same way. This one has a bit more heat. Not a lot of heat by any means, like certainly anyone could handle it, as long as you're okay with just the tiniest bit of heat, but it definitely has it. So that's my first impression. Can you hold it up for them? Again, so you can see they got a little bit of tomato and stuff. Oh my god.
right on,
Well,
right
like-
onto the hand. Good catch.
Ridiculous amount. It's crazy amount of meat. Anyway, so
Yeah, it's
on
like
the pita.
like almost like pepper. Like there's a lot of pepper
or
kind of
something,
heat. Like it's not like a cayenne or like a
No.
jalapeno heat. It's like
Yeah.
it's like really peppery.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's good.
so
Like peppercorn.
how do you feel about this one?
Oh jeez. I like it. I love that it's like a classic donair. I wish that the onions were a little chunkier and that we had some lettuce.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I wish we did have some lettuce. Like
Yeah. I feel like that's not I don't know why, but
Yeah,
I still
and-
think that's like the normal thing to put in a donair.
you know what? If you eat donairs, we'd like to hear in the comment section. Lettuce or no lettuce in your donair?
So, okay, I think it's time for us to tell you what our favorites are.
I don't know if I can pick a favorite.
I could pick a favorite,
All right.
so I'm gonna do that.
All right.
So
I'll need more time to think.
my favorite is actually Wild Leek. The weird thing is, I don't think it's the most like a donair. I think it's the most not like a donair, to be honest. But for the just taste, straight up taste, I think I really just love the Wild Leek Donair. I'd probably eat it more. I love the crunchy bits that's in it. I do like the lettuce that's in it, even if I don't think it's the most authentic way to have a donair. The meat is just really good. The taste, I really enjoy it. I think it's the least spicy out of all of them, but they still taste super good.
I think I know my favorite. I'm pretty sure it's the Johnny Case. And the reason why is I feel like it's the most classic. I was really hoping for like a classic Donair feel. It really delivered that for me.
So I'm not going to say a second favorite. I think favorite's probably enough. But what I do want to say is that Real Fake Meats Donair is incredibly delicious. It is so close in comparison. They're all close in comparison. It's really just personal preference on like just what our own tastes would be. So I 100% think that Real Fake Meats has delicious donair.
Oh, it's so good.
And it's so much meat. Like if you're somebody's like hungry, you really like the idea of something that's full of that kind of like vegetarian meat.
Or if you're someone who's
Fantastic
a recent vegetarian or vegan, this is going to hit that meat spot that you've been missing for a long time more than the other ones. If you're really missing meat, then I would go with the Real Fake Meats. If you're looking for that classic feel, it's Johnny K's. And if you're looking for something new and something a little surprising and fun, I'd say it's Wild Leek.
My actual suggestion is just try them all. I'm gonna be like the worst person doing taste tests because I'm gonna be like, but I love them all. They're all winners.
Yeah,
but
they would have to be bad for them.
Wild
And then we probably wouldn't
Yeah.
put it in the video.
Yeah.
Wild Leek's the best. I don't know.
I
I
like
haven't
Wild
had
Leek
any of them.
most.
I'm just picking one
So.
at random.
Anyway, so there we go. We did a taste test for the 3 top, at least recommended Donairs. So don't forget that we're going to try to list some more restaurants in other areas of Nova Scotia down in our description below. Also, please remember to subscribe because we're trying to hit that 500
That
number.
500 mark, we're almost
We
there.
want to get the community tab. So hit the subscribe button, please. Like, share, all the support. We love you. We thank you. And we appreciate you.
Yep.
So,
and if
all right.
you're a fan of Wild Leek or Johnny K or
Real Fake Meats.
Real Fake Meats, make sure you share this and tag them in it. Let them know that
let them know.
you are one of their fans.
Yeah.
And that you think their Donair is the best.
Yeah. Try them all. You will be happy to do that.
That's true. This was actually a really fun test, and I would do it again.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, maybe we're not sure what our favorites are. Let's try it again. Let's just try them all again.
All right. Well, thank you, and we hope to see you again every further mile.